streaming.
What? You can see both of our faces?
Two faces.
What?
Faces to voices. Hi. It's a novel
Hello.
gaming stream, everybody.
Whoa.
Which is pretty cool. It's the day before Valentine's Day, so we're doing something special. I guess we're going to do a thing. We're going to do our little novel gaming intro. If you've heard us do it, we're going to do a little one here. You just get to see us do it live in real time.
Yeah. Behind the scenes magic.
Exactly. Welcome to Novel Gaming, a podcast about books and video games with perfect dates of other pop culture. I'm
On the
Doug.
spot. I'm Katie.
And we are playing a dating game featuring some of the supernatural killers of Dead by
Yeah.
Daylight.
Some murderers that might be able to kill us. Who knows how good we'll be at dating them.
I know. I have not played this game, and I haven't looked at much about this game. I just
Same.
know that it exists.
Agreed.
Yeah. So we're going in very cold. We just know that we've got supernatural killers, and we want to date them. So
Yeah. I'm looking forward to, I don't
whatever's
know,
in
some
store.
some gourmets.
Gourmet. Ooh. Yo, Tommy, what's up? Hello. Welcome to our first novel gaming stream. It's pretty exciting. I looked at the settings ahead of time. There's not really much in here, just some volume stuff. So of course, anybody who is watching, let us know how our volume is, our voices in comparison to the game, our voices in comparison to each other, all that jazz. Make sure you can hear both of us. Make sure you can hear Katie as clearly as you can hear me.
Yeah.
Other than that, I guess we just
Get into it.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, you haven't
You-
seen this before either, Tommy. Fantastic.
Oh, perfect. We'll all experience it together.
All right.
I wonder if this game has voice acting. I'm guessing probably not.
I would guess probably not.
Yeah.
Can't tell about game volume. Okay, maybe we'll tweak it once we get through this first part here. It's pretty
Okay.
soft. It's not like blaring or
It's like
anything.
tropical
Yeah.
music right now.
Ooh, we get to have a name.
My first instinct was to combine our names into either Cug or Datey.
It's got to be Datey, right? For a dating sim?
That actually makes a lot more sense. Yeah.
So what are we thinking? Like this?
Perfect. Yeah.
Datey. Incredible. Okay. How does a Dead by Daylight dating game start?
We're going to find out.
We are. Oh, we've woken up. Cough, cough, cough. You wake up on the beach soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat as if you'd
Oh.
nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You
Very
have no
sexy.
memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. Great.
Perfect.
What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach.
Drink too much seawater. Great cough.
Thank you so much. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Oh, we have a narrator that speaks to the characters in the game. Because I can give you a minute. We got plenty of time, endless time, really.
Ah.
An eternity, if you catch my
Whoa,
drift.
the ocean was talking to us?
I guess so. Can we date the ocean?
That would be kind of cool.
That would be kind of sick. Whoa, not now, ocean. Wait, no, more ocean.
Oh, wait. The ocean is different.
Sorry, Datey, may I continue? Of course. Okay, then, as I was...
Lots of coughing.
So much coughing. As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery.
Ooh.
Oh!
Oh. I choose the ocean over this decapitated head.
Yeah, me too. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit, a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah.
Very attractive.
Getting a lot of love if we can date the ocean.
Yeah.
It seems like would be a lot of people's top choice.
Yeah. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? All right, we got choices.
So here's a question. Are we going to be consistent in how we answer stuff? So if we're like, let's do the weirdest thing, like dig up that face, do we always choose the weirdest answer for everything?
I do kind of like that idea. I like the idea of having like a specific thing that we're going for, and I do think weirdest option could be fun.
Yeah, let's dig up that face.
Let's dig up that face.
Just wanted to see it again, really.
Yeah. You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. Oh, what's that? What you got there, bud? There's no body, just this head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting on the rotting tongue of this poor dead soul. There's the ocean again. Do you think the ocean's going to be like a consistent character? Do you want to be the ocean?
I could, yeah. So my screen is like potentially a little delayed. So if I miss any words at the end, you just let me know. Because right now, all I see is the ocean saying, "Getting your hands dirty." I see. I like that. You're a take charge type.
All right. You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose, and so you deposit it. What's funny is, like, I've played Dead by Daylight, but I didn't really absorb any of the lore. So if I'm supposed to recognize this coin, I super don't.
Yeah, I don't remember coins. I remember things like the entity that came from the sky when you were on whatever post type thing.
That's about all I remember lore-wise.
Yeah, yeah.
Why, that's a nice coin you've got there. What if you were to spend it right now? Why not? What do you think?
Yeah, I say go for it.
Cool.
What are we going to spend it on?
I don't know. Oh, I'm guessing... Wait. Oh, interesting. Well, hello there. I'm Dwight. Do you want to be Claudette or Dwight?
Yeah, I can be Claudette. There's a slight delay, just so you know, between me and you. So Claudette's going to be a little delayed in their response.
That's okay.
And I'm Claudette. We'll take that. Yeah, we'll take your coin.
Claudette quickly relieves you of your gold coin and tosses it to Dwight, who bites down on it like an old-timey prospector before handing it back to her.
You know it's legit if you could bite through it.
Right?
And this
is for you. Ooh. Yeah, one thing I did know about this game is that Dwight and Claudette were in it, but I thought you were going to be able to play as one of them. Like, I thought that was going to be your player character.
So, who are Dwight and Claudette?
They are a couple of the survivors in the game. I think they're probably among the original survivors, I think.
Okay.
Before they added, like, a bazillion other ones, like, you know, I don't know, Sigourney Weaver.
Damn, wild. Been a minute
right?
since I played.
Mm-hmm. Claudette presents you with a tropical drink. When you take a sip, you find that it's incredible. Money well spent, in your estimation. But I gotta ask, could somebody maybe design the next one of these dating sims to be all inclusive? It really takes some of the fun out of a fantasy vacation to be watching your wallet the entire time. Do we like the drink, or are we grossed out by the drink? I feel like that
it
looks
looks
pretty
good.
delicious.
Yeah.
Thanks for the drink.
You're welcome.
Why the pause, Claudette? Did someone just thank us?
Go with it, Dwight. It's normal to be thanked for doing a good job. Trust me on this one.
Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation as you feel something soft bump into your foot.
That head?
Wilson!
Ah.
When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please. You turn around, and when
Ooh,
you
the
see
huntress.
what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Ooh.
Ooh. Big beefy lady.
We love a strong lady. Who are you?
Two? 2 for 1?
We're seeing
3?
all of our options, I guess.
Big
I
beefy
know
dude.
you. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you
We hope
via
so.
your eyes.
Oh.
Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed.
So I don't know who these are.
Yeah, so Trapper is this big beefy fellow in the old-timey swimsuit.
Okay.
Huntress is the one with
The
the
big
like
beefy lady.
Yeah, the big beefy lady. And once I see their names, I'll know who I'll remember which the other two are.
Okay, my screen might be back in sync with yours.
Cool.
And so I might be able to read without as much delay as some
Cool.
of these folks now. You want to take the right player or the right characters, and I'll take the left?
Cool. All right. Hello?
Oh, Phantom,
Phantom? Oh, that's the witchy one?
potentially. Unclear.
There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy-ass monsters, though. What do you do? Well, we're not doing nothing, and we're not turning them down.
Yeah, I feel like either toss it or kick it back. And also, Phantom is the guy in the leafy Hawaiian shirt.
Got it. And the witchy one is just the witch?
Unclear so far.
Let's-
Could be. I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That'd
Yeah.
be really funny if they just call her the witch.
The witch. It seems like that might be the case, actually.
Thank you for helping us figure this out.
Yeah. Tossing it back seems playful. Let's just
Yeah.
toss it. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. I forgot the word sand for a moment there. When
nailed
you
it.
give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in Huntress's hands.
Perfect.
Okay. I have a feeling we're both leaning towards the same person here.
Not bad, stranger.
Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms. Warm, perhaps. Maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural.
Yeah.
Oh, is it the spirit? Is the witchy one? Okay. Try
did a
hard
synonym.
much? Blech. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. The spirit. Interesting. I thought there was a witch, though. Is there not a killer called the witch?
It seems like there is a witch and also a spirit.
Okay, cool. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across the beach at the strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach.
Can we go over there?
I hope so. Should you be frightened? Worried? Excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. The hag is the witch.
The witch is a character in Left 4 Dead. But Left 4 Dead is also in this game, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I thought there were survivors from Left 4 Dead who
I could see
you
that.
could play as in this game.
I would not be surprised. I have no idea. I haven't played Left 4 Dead, so I would not recognize
Ah.
it. Oh, Bill
Just
is
one
from Left
character.
4 Dead. I see. That's Derek's main, I think, isn't it? But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction.
Don't be scared, Datey. You were made for this.
Ooh. It is literally our name.
Yeah.
Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all gonna work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. It seems you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up.
Perfect.
You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's just a game. Existence, that is.
Ooh, existential. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game.
Oh, I think it jumped ahead there. You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? Where's the Wraith?
Just sighing. You can't see them yet.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Where are they? Right here. That was Wraith. That sigh means he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not?
Holy shit. This soon? You know you can't.
Look at this pose.
I know, that's kind of a sexy pose. Look at those thighs.
Right? Are you killing us with looks? Because it's working.
Yeah. Slay. At least not yet.
Oh, look at her pose.
Oh, look at that bloody axe.
Damn. Oh, yeah. Not yet.
You do such a good voice.
Oh,
I'm
thanks.
gonna try next time to figure something out. For the Wraith.
Hey, Datey, you might want to, say something. Actually, never mind. There will be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer
shit.
well. Oh, gosh.
Are there timed events?
This music. Oh, wait. Hey, can I get an update on the music? Can you all hear it? If not, we can turn it up. It kind of sounds like maybe there's some timed stuff here. Let's find out. Cass has said that Freddy and Demigorgon aren't options today. Yeah, I know. They need to do an expansion or a sequel.
Oh, that'd be fun.
All right. Let's find out. Okay, music sounds good. Awesome. Thank you, Derek. This is
We
a
gotta think
timed
fast.
quiz,
Oh, shit.
and it will be very important later.
Uh-oh.
Very important.
Shit.
Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't really remember. How attractive would you say you are? I think we're confident. We're
Okay.
hot, right?
Yeah. Well, our name's Datey.
Yeah. I'd say I'm very attractive. That's what you think very attractive is compared to this? Trapper flexes and his muscles are so tight you can practically see the blood running through his veins.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
I really like that. Oh, boy.
I feel like I'm leaning towards flight, but that is just an answer. All of them are average superpowers, I feel like.
All right, let's just do it. Let's go with the gut reaction there. Flight for sure. Technically, I suppose I can fly. Honestly, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. As far as I go, I'm still not where I want to be.
Shit.
What was your best subject in school?
English?
Oh, God. Why don't we have English?
Yeah, literally.
I mean, definitely not math. I don't think either one of us are class skippers.
I was bad at history.
Oh, no!
And I didn't skip. I wasn't bad. It was boring. I guess history, though, because it's the closest to English.
Yeah. It's at least, like, sort of in the realm.
You read.
A lot.
Yeah.
Nice. It's important to know what came before so that we're not doomed to repeat humanity's mistakes. I mean, we will anyways, but still.
Damn spirit. What's your favorite animal?
I hope rabbit is an option.
We
What is
are
a
the same thing.
mustelid?
Is it like a mussel, like a little clam type thing?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Sounds
But
like it
obviously
would be.
cat.
Yeah, it's a cat. Oh, definitely a cat. What? Why is everyone looking at me? You think just because I'm the typical cute goth girl, I have some specific love of all things cats, and more specifically black cats? Well, I do, but you can all go to hell anyway.
Damn, the spirit is kind of funny.
Right?
What's your favorite color?
Oh, I actually think we don't overlap on this one.
Oh,
but
and
it's neither of our...
Yeah. What would they like for this one? I feel like
What would they like?
Blood Red or Three-Year-Old Corpse.
I feel like Trapper and Huntress both have blood on them.
Right. Let's go, Blood Red.
Red.
Oh, sorry. Some call it the color of love, but love is just another word for pain.
Damn, Wraith. I have
Who
a
hurt
feeling
you?
Wraith is like the hopeless romantic type. We'll see. What's your dream job?
Astronaut?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't
Or
expecting
though
that as
not
an
working
option.
at all is pretty amazing.
I do think most people would prefer that. I would prefer that.
Yeah, for real.
If we get to do what we want, really, why work at all? Mustelids are
No.
weasels, stoats, and badgers.
Wow.
Dang.
Never would have got that.
No, I had no clue. All right. What do we got here? Oh, this is me. It takes a lot of courage to break free from society's expectations to climb the ladder.
Damn.
Only she could spin laziness into some kind of grand crusade. These damn millennials. Is the Trapper a Gen Xer?
Oh, God. A boomer.
Best flavor of ice cream? Oh my god. I mean, if we're going weirdest,
Horse flesh? I guess.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I mean, chocolate?
Let's do it. Classic. My favorite flavor is pain.
Look at Trapper's foot really quick. That's
Oh.
lifted up.
Feet pics.
Wiki feet.
Wiki feet. Trapper. 5 out of 5. Oh.
Same.
Okay. Good answer. Same here.
Thinking. Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain.
Damn, dude.
I honestly can't remember what I did for voice, so now it's just going to be all over the place.
That's
So
totally
that's it.
fine.
Okay.
I kind of like that for the character. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself. But enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second. This reminds me. I am right, always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. Interesting.
We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices.
Hey, Thespis Punk, thank you for the follow. Hi, Joel. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? So, okay, before I click next, are we just going to do what the narrator says?
I feel like we were threatened.
They did say if we don't pick it, basically we'll die, right? Like if you
Yeah.
don't want to get killed, all right.
I feel like we pick it.
We're looking for love, okay? We got to be alive for that.
Or at least to be killed by one of the four and not the voiceless narrator.
That's
you
true.
know?
That's a good point. Yeah. Okay, best flavor, mint chip. Oh.
So obedient.
Oh. I think you're going to do just fine. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith.
Hey now, Trapper. Hi, I'm Wrath. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big, dumb idiots.
Oh, rivalry. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Jeez,
Wraith
it's
is
like I
kind of cool.
right? She's kind of cool. I'm kind of surprised. Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh no, wait, I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened.
Oh shit. Tragic backstory. Also, Derek, I had no idea about any of the character names, so you've got nothing to worry about. And is Thespis Punk Joel? Is that
Yeah,
him?
that's
Okay.
Joel.
Hey.
Hi, Joel.
All right. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. What if I started doing like a bad Minnesota accent?
That'd be
There's
fun.
lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love.
I don't know where the inspiration came from, but I like it.
Yeah, and we're just gonna see what happens.
Just gonna try things out. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not like made of it. Whatever, fog body.
That's not nice. He's not nice.
I love this choice. You love it.
If we date her, there's no way I'm keeping this up. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting.
That's why she likes it.
Don't speak for me. I also hate it.
Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move
I've
on.
agreed with Wraith a lot.
I feel like Wraith is pretty cool. It's just like a chill dude. Let's move on. Otherwise, they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness.
No. I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flaunted needlessly, and the cruelty it engenders.
I'm
Wraith
realizing
is a romantic.
Wraith is totally a romantic. I'm also realizing that this trapper voice is going to result in me not being able to speak
You're
tomorrow.
gonna be raspy. Yeah, for sure. You know what? You can change your voice partway
Yeah.
through and it's fine.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group.
Are you
I'm
all
still working
serious?
things out.
There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out at right here. I see where this is going. We're gonna have to
Yeah,
choose.
what do we want to do?
I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? All right. I mean, we're basically, we're
Yeah,
only
we're
going to be
choosing.
able to pursue like one person because we're streaming this live.
Right.
So like,
Yeah.
I feel
Here's
like,
my thing.
yeah,
I obviously am interested in Hunter because she's a big beefy lady.
yes.
But Wraith's saying like fun stuff. And so I'm split. Is there one I like the looks or I like the brains, you know? And maybe I like both for each, but right now the initial impressions. What about you?
I'm split between Huntress and Spirit because she is funny.
Or yeah, Spirit. That's what I mean. I keep
She's
calling
very
them
funny.
Wraith. Yeah.
So one of those two, it sounds like.
We could potentially just ask the chat super quick,
Yeah.
Huntress or Spirit,
Yeah.
Which one folks are more interested in us
Huntress
pursuing?
or spirit? Huntress or spirit? Let's see. Cass says spirit would be better if she made the weird jerky movements that she does in the game. Derek says spirit. Tommy says spirit. Cass says huntress.
Now it's a 2-to-1 for spirit.
Last call. Oh, Derek
Oh.
says trapper. Derek.
Curveball.
I mean, I get it. Spare my voice.
Let's do. It sounds like more for
Yeah,
spirit.
that's
So
what it
let's go
seems
for
like.
spirit for now.
All right, so we're going to the lounge. Is that this?
Oh.
Is this the lounge?
Yeah,
No,
this
that
is
looks.
on-
This is the yacht for sure, because there's the ocean in the background.
Oh, I totally didn't even think of that as an option.
Which one of
That's
these is
the
the
lounge.
This one's
The
the
left.
lounge.
Yeah.
Okay. It'd be great to. Oh, perfect. To relax for a second at the lounge. To kick up your feet, look out over the ocean, and relax on your own terms. Who would want to do anything else? Dry, comfortable, enjoying a cool drink on a hot day. It's the best. I mean, what kind of fool, what kind of monster, what kind of mask-wearing psychopath would finally be granted a break from the constant grind of chasing and fighting to get ahead, and then choose to exert themselves in, quite frankly, any way whatsoever?
Spirit makes a good point.
Right? Ooh, look at her face.
Ooh.
Why am I the only one who gets it? It's time to stop living by their rules. I won't do it any longer.
I love how this develops a little bit more.
Right? Yeah, we should probably give her a second to calm down.
Hold on.
Oh, that's right. I had already forgotten they were here. For
I love that
just
they're
one
bumping
moment.
butts.
Butt bump. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. It's the RAs.
It's quiet hours, guys.
They're also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. That wasn't what I was expecting. None of the others
Oops.
survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time. So very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry. Anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing.
However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to prevent you. Not prevent you. Prevent us, though. For waiting us to present you with your options whenever possible. And don't just run off to various activities unsupervised.
Ooh.
They are the RAs.
Right? Truly. Dwight is adorable, and he's like even more adorable in this than he is in the game. And I feel like in the game you can make him pretty adorable. We don't have much autonomy
No.
around here.
The least you can do is allow us to do our job.
Oh,
Yikes.
the most you could do is help us get off this island.
Oh, shit. It totally is going to be the trapdoor.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Yes, pardon me. Please follow us. Hey, narrator. Yeah? Something I can help you with? Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should we be trying to escape? Escape them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, that. Yeah, that's true, he was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway.
Classic.
A couple miles south from here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter. Mostly. When I agree with them. Not like that other island. So what'll it be? Oh. Do we stick with the lounge then?
I mean, still lounge, right?
Yeah. Like, what changed?
Yeah, that's interesting. We just got told we had to check in first.
Finally,
Also,
yeah.
if you, in this section, since we're talking to Spirit, if you
Yeah.
want me to serve as narrator
Oh,
or
sure.
somebody else, so you don't have to one person play this.
Sure.
Although I'm down for the ride.
I'm down to hear you talk to yourself. No, you are
doing
welcome to
great.
take over narrator. Finally, freedom from the preposterous premise that the four of us would be engaged in some sort of thrilling 2-on-2 volleyball match.
Spirit looks at you from beneath her gigantic sun hat. She takes a conspiratorial tone.
I don't know whose idea volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them.
That voice you chose was perfect for this, by the way.
I'm glad because she's so funny. I tried to feign a sprained ankle, but everybody already knows that I technically float above the ground, so nobody believed I was even putting any pressure on my joints in the first place. Then I tried to annoy everyone by not giving a crap, and when that didn't work, I tried whining, and when that didn't work, I threatened to kill every single person on the island! But it turns out I'm not the first to toss those kinds of threats around here. So, thanks, I guess, for getting it called off.
Are we threatening to end each other again? Now it's Dwight who takes it on a conspiratorial tone, his eyes shifting as he slips into a loud whisper.
Please, just make it quick.
Is what you'll be saying when we get behind the bar to make you the drink of your dreams.
Dwight is such a disaster.
Dwight wants out. Dwight's over it.
So over it.
Ah, hilarious, right, Dwight?
Yeah, right. Right. So what will you be having? Oh. I feel like sangria's tropical adjacent, right?
There's fruit in it.
Yeah. Let's do that. That seems fun. Something fruity but refreshing. Hold the coconut rum. A sangria, maybe? My pleasure.
That sounds nice. We used to make drinks like that back home. Well, not we exactly. I watched someone drink a drink like that once. They looked happy.
Now's your chance to be the one with the drink. What do you say?
Oh, they're all here.
I didn't realize.
Yeah. I thought we were getting one-on-one time.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. This is some sort of juice for a child? Are there children hiding about? No, it's for adults. The kind who like, tropical fun. Oh, I see. Huntress really seemed to perk up at the idea of kids being around and is bummed to hear there aren't any. But I'm quite glad it's just grown-ups on this island personally. Little ones should definitely not be exposed to this.
Agreed.
Be
Worried about
wild.
Huntress.
Yeah, why are you excited about kids?
When I said I didn't know the lore, that includes like what their I don't know what their deal
What their
is.
specialty is.
Mhm.
Don't worry, it's not weird. She just wants to kill them. Not my cup of tea, but okay, sure. We can still use it for a toast, yeah? To new adventures.
To new friends.
To,
Clink.
clink.
Oh,
Did you just say clink? No. Since we fulfilled your request,
it's time for you to return the favor. I should have known there was a catch. Oh, they are
icebreaker
RAs!
time.
They really just are RAs. I swear, had I known they'd pull this kind of faux enthusiastic community building crap, I'd have suggested we attempt to walk to the lowest point of the ocean before I ever set foot near this bar.
You don't think it could be kind of fun? A little fun? Never mind. I hate it. This sucks. But it could be fine? Or whatever you say. Has anyone seen my hat? I've literally never seen him in a hat.
if we must make small talk, I'm at least picking a topic before we end up being forced to do some lame improv game that nerds learn at their non-sports after-school activities that I definitely never did because I'm no nerd.
Methinks a certain someone doth protest too much.
Sitting here on this beautiful sunny afternoon, warm sand beneath the cool fog beneath my severed feet.
Oh, shit.
The topic I choose is books, novels.
Man, we kind of did choose right
I
personality.
think we did. I really think we did. Novels, comics, fiction or non, reading is the only real escape from the inescapable horror of life. The escape into your own mind.
Thanks, chat, for helping us with this.
Yeah.
A groan rolls through the crowd. Not a lot of readers here, I'd imagine, based on that response. They were much more enthusiastic about drinking.
This is unbelievable. Considering the situation we're in, it seems an appropriate time to ask you...
Favorite genre?
Datey, what's your desert island book? The one you'd bring with you if you were, well, on an island like this. I mean, if there's sci-fi, it's got to be sci-fi.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, and it has to be classic horror for reasons
Dracula?
that should be obvious. All right, well, I feel like now we just have to agree with her.
Yeah, what sort of spirit-themed book is there? She means because this is an island of horror villains. And also, those books are all in the public domain.
Dracula is totally going to be an option.
Yeah. Frankenstein?
Nothing too modern. Humanity has really gone soft these past 300 years. Oh, I thought it said 300 years for some reason. These past 100 years. So what's your favorite? There it is.
Wow.
I guess we gotta. You had a premonition.
I did say Dracula first.
Dracula is one classic that's still scary. Also, Bram Stoker, total babe. And
Really?
kind of gay. To be seduced by some beautiful stranger only to learn later on that they're an immortal villain. It's downright thrilling. Well, I guess, but I was going to say that despite the deviant behavior of Dracula and the threat of possible danger or even death that he poses, you can't help but get turned on by the liberation from the status quo that he represents.
Spirit man.
Same here. She rules. So what if some old doctor says he's a bad boy? You're supposed to reek like garlic and sleep alone? Who did they think would buy into that? Uh-oh. If you're going to be trapped in the nightmare that is undead life eternal, which I know a little something about, you could do a lot worse than great clothes, a castle, and a lover who doesn't take shit from anyone. The scariest part of Dracula is thinking that no one will ever be quite as interesting to make love to as a vampire.
Also, Cassie looked up the backstory of Huntress and says it's fucked.
Maybe
so it
it's-
could be kid killing or something.
Maybe it's good we didn't go with Huntress this time around.
Yeah. Plus this accent. I mean, it is super sexy and hard to resist. Enough about these old stories that belong to someone else. I think it's time to make up some new stories of our own.
When you hit those O's,
That's the one thing I'm confident in.
it's an anchor, you know?
Yeah. Before you know what's going on, Huntress is waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, a devilish twinkle in her half-mask covered eye. Might I suggest something a little naughty? Let's all get in a circle and spin this bad boy.
Oh boy. What? The Trickster?
Who is this?
Who the hell is the Trickster? Is the Trickster the K-pop one? Great idea. Trickster?
Trickster?
Is it? Oh, sorry. Go for it.
Go for it. I mean, if you want.
I just was also so surprised.
Yeah. Isn't it a bit late to introduce a new character? I thought I was the one who gets to make the rules, so I'm not sure who I'm asking. But I wasn't ready for this.
Well, hello, and who is this new fan in the waiting? Beat it, hack. I don't know. What's the harm in inviting one more person to join the circle for our game? This is like a genuine surprise to me.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't stay. I was just saying it's a great idea while also teasing the secret Trickster ending.
Ah.
All right. I've got much, much better things to do than hang out here. I'm famous. Toodaloo. The rules are simple. First you spin, then you swap spit, that is. I don't know if they updated this. I only ever knew that there were 4 monsters, so
Yeah.
maybe they did.
Yeah. But let's be clear, this ain't a peep show. We're here to have a good time, but in a classy way.
All makeouts will happen out of view of the public eye. Real romantic-like.
Yes, romance is the goal. So we'll all be waiting here in complete silence, trying to listen in and use our imaginations while you make out on the other side of the bar, but not watching.
Like adults. Romantic, well-adjusted adults.
Datey, you're up.
You
Grip the bottle in your hand. We could tag team the narrator.
Yeah.
And put your fate in the hands of the empty bottle gods.
Okay, let's see here.
Oh, shit.
Whoa, okay. Get warmed up here. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, mini games consist of 2 parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. And on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at.
Oh my god, there's so much pressure.
This here upcoming minigame is a special minigame. Perfect for the less coordinated because there is no winning or losing.
Great.
Perfect. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Okay, ready to play? Or would you like me to repeat that?
I think we got it.
Yeah. Do you think you have to click where you want it to stop, or do you think you have to do like a click over on the left quadrant to hope it'll stop in the bottom right quadrant type of thing?
I bet it's that. I bet it's just like when you click, it slows down,
Yeah.
as opposed to like where you're clicking so much. All right, let's see. Sorry,
Spin the ball.
I got so excited.
Yeah. You want to smooch?
Oh, here we go. Oh gosh. Okay. I'm gonna try to stop it by the Huntress in hopes that it will land on the
On
spirit. Oh, whoa, that was instant.
It stopped instantly.
Whoa, that backfired.
Whoops. There's no slowdown. It's an instant stop. Good to know. You got Huntress. You two are meant to be.
Oh boy.
Psych. You actually have to spin multiple times to get your real result. First to get to 3 times is your true match. That's how we play hardcore spin the bottle on this here island.
All right.
Now get your spin on. So now we know.
Okay. I'm trying to time it. Okay, good. There's
Solid.
one.
Right in the middle on that one too.
Got spirit.
You got spirit. In more ways than one.
Oh shit.
That's okay. You got Trapper.
Trying to. Where's the? This is going so fast. I can't tell. Oh no!
We're gonna accidentally end up making out to.
Is it getting
Trapper.
faster? Is it getting faster?
It could be.
Oh, it's okay. Well, Derek, this one's for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Trappers are true match.
Ooh.
Just this morning, you were waking up on a strange beach, surrounded by strangers with murderous intent. Now you're looking across a beach towel at Trapper, lust in his eyes, sweat glistening on his skin. Your heart races. You can feel your pulse pounding in your ears. Trapper takes you by the hand and you sit face to face at a private section of the bar. He begins to reach for you, putting his hand on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not in the sexy way he is. You're sweating in the gross way you'd sweat at the interview for a job you're not even remotely qualified
Oh
for.
no.
You don't know what to do. If you try and lock lips in this state, you might gross him out so completely that he'll never be able to look at you romantically again.
Trapper, We save it. It's not happening. Whoa. Don't cry. I know, to get this close to a living God and then feel the sting of his rejection, it must hurt bad. But don't take it personally. Well, do, but use it to make yourself stronger. It's not because I don't want to. It's because you haven't earned it yet. You might. Later. For now, it can't be that easy. Sure, maybe with one of the others. They're weak, sad, lonely. Not me. I don't need this. It's mine to give or to withhold. Interesting, Trapper.
Yeah.
So Trapper is hard to get.
Yeah, unexpected. I would have thought he would have been potentially a little fuckboy.
Yeah. Yeah, right?
You really dodged a bullet. This means you'll have a chance to present yourself in a bit more flattering of a light later, assuming you survive.
I'm not ashamed to tell you that I think you're cute. I would make out with you so hard your heart would cave in if I wanted to. And I do, but I still won't. Tell anyone I told you this and you die. They die. And then I have you all revived and kill you again. If anyone asks, I was the best you ever had. Which I might just be another time. I hate to break up such a passionate moment.
That way we only assume was passionate. There's no way there. That we only assume was passionate because we never spy on you constantly while you stay on this island.
Derek says,
We're being
"Aw,
surveilled.
he has performance anxiety." But dinner is being served right away, and we must insist that you join us.
We wouldn't want anyone dying of starvation.
When there are so many more interesting things to die from.
That's true.
What is Cass saying? The twist is whoever you choose just actually murders you. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. I can
You were
I can
expecting
take over
what?
narrator for a little bit.
Say, yeah, go for it.
You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious, fancy epic like you'd find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you.
Ooh, do we get to pick who sits by us?
I guess so. There's only like 4 of us. And oh, great, terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. Okay.
No one wants to sit by Trapper. Yeah.
This could be a logic puzzle. No one wants to sit next to Trapper. Chat has to help us out if this is an actual logic puzzle. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Trickster's
So
not
he has
here,
to sit
is
by
he?
Huntress.
Okay. Well, but no one wants to sit next to him.
Right.
Oh, there's Trickster. Oh, yeah, Trickster is here. Surprise? Yeah, well, they don't call him Expected Stir. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Hey there! You're looking good, Datey. Real good. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side.
That's funny.
Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous sexy arms. What'd you say?
It is a logic puzzle.
Right? Ugh. So Huntress and Trapper are on either side. Everybody
Opposite
else
sides.
is in front of us.
And who did they say Trapper didn't want to sit by?
Trapper doesn't want to sit by Huntress. Or no, sorry. Wraith or Trickster, I think. Or Huntress and Trickster. Definitely Trickster, though.
I feel like I remember Wraith, so Spirit would sit by Trapper.
Yeah. Now that
But we
everyone
like-
is... What's that?
Oh, it doesn't matter. We're literally coming up with seeing arrangements, but it doesn't matter.
Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Yeah, why did we go through all that?
Why did we do that? Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit.
Oh no, I'm afraid. We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat.
Uh-oh.
I'm so afraid of what this is about to be.
Why did the lights get like that?
I don't know.
Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge.
My favorite!
Meat is good. Meat is murder.
Which, you know, or which you'd know considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now?
I'm just sharing facts. And you need to murder something to eat its meat. So that's like technically true.
Technically true is the best kind of true.
Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat.
I think you did actually choose the right voice. Hey, Datey, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's going to be a person on that spit, right? Or
Oh,
several
shit.
parts of overlapping people, perhaps? That's what I was worried about.
Yeah.
I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know? When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. Just describe it. Don't show it to us.
Yeah.
I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat?
This took 12 hours.
And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal.
Wow, he's right for a change. Because I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain.
In twain? First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood.
Ooh, do we have to choose who will cut it?
Maybe. You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. The hell it is. Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like.
Please stop. Please. I hate it when we fight or talk or even when we look at each other in the eye.
Look at his expression. Like sweating.
He's the gross sweat kind.
Ooh.
Oh, shit. I can do it. I have the skull of Azarav.
Oh.
Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it to a second death.
Hey, Datey, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean,
Oh, shit.
dinner. Is Felix one of the survivors from the game? Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 straight hours. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're all always terrified of tetanus.
Felix is from the game. Thank you, Derek.
Thank you. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold.
He hated when it got cold. Oh, shit. Felix hated when it got cold.
Oh, no.
That's sad. That was their friend.
Oh, no. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Minigames
Oh,
consist of
shit.
2 parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. On bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Okay, these are the same instructions,
Same
right?
thing.
Okay. Sometimes target's immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden. Spacebar to stop the pointer, or we can click, I think.
Start of the target area.
Okay.
You got this, Doug.
Whoo! What's it gonna be? Oh. Oh, it is. It does have to be spacebar? Oh, whoa. I did not got that.
That's okay.
Oh my gosh! There we go. Perfect! Oh, so close!
So close.
Why am I the worst at this?
It's hard to chop up people.
Oh no! Isn't this like a core mechanic of Dead by Daylight? Is like timing shit?
I honestly can't remember. It's okay. At least you tried a little. Sometimes trying a little takes a lot of effort. That's true, Wraith.
Oh no.
What the hell was that? You ruined dinner. Your swinging was so poorly aimed. You hacked it to pieces. The bad kind of pieces, too. I hope you're drunk. Are we going to get murdered?
Oh my god, what if we got murdered because I couldn't chop the meat properly?
Dinner is finally served?
For real. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to really be embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean...
Come on. We're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect.
Huntress is apparently Russian. That's so funny.
Oh man, I don't even know what a Russian accent would be.
No, I like where you're going. Well, at least they're lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to mash stuff through there.
That's fair.
Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one. Think about it, Datey. Number two is no number two. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You
Spirit has poop jokes too.
She's perfect. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that.
Are we gonna have to eat human?
I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them?
We're vegan. Look at that seagull. Look over there.
Look over there. It's got to be that. In honor of one Jade Essence Hall. Wow. You ever see a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Lame misdirect.
Yeah, she's right, Datey. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise. Didn't you wash up on the island with no memory of who you are and how you got here?
Yes, you did. Poor thing. I really can't remember what I'm doing with Wraith.
You're just vibing. You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal. And you've been standing in the sun. But the seagull. Uh-oh, he just made a lot of good points. I swear, you're beginning to feel lightheaded.
Uh-oh.
It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait, you haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned.
Logic.
Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out.
Oh, hey, it's me. Again. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator. The ocean.
Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it.
I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here.
Interesting.
No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path.
What does that mean?
Yeah. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. because there are even more wrong paths.
No.
Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. What would be worse?
Starting scenes over and having to fast forward back to where you were. Am I right?
Oh, I've done it.
Been there.
For this place holds many secrets, even from itself, but the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here?
Oh boy.
Why are you here?
Oh,
The ultimate truth.
vague, mysterious. I gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling.
Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. Why are we constantly getting, well, I know
don't
why
know.
we're constantly getting threatened. We're in a dating murder game.
I know, everybody is threatening us. You wake up to find Spirit holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth.
Is it salt water?
Ooh.
She doesn't know.
Don't you just love the ocean at night? I do. Staring out over the vast darkness of the ocean really validates the feelings inside me that we're all truly insignificant, and the only thing worth pursuing is revenge. I have to wonder, how could anyone believe anything else? You look out into the darkness of night and ponder her question. Well, it's a simple question. How could they? How could anyone not feel small and alone in the face of such massive nothingness? Oh, that was like an actual question. What?
There's no quotes around this. Previously when we said things to them, were there quotes?
I
So
don't
like, are we
think
saying you
so.
found someone special to Spirit and being like, hey,
Or are we like
you found
choosing
someone
our
special,
truth?
that's me. Right. Or are we saying, we maybe found someone special in this Spirit.
How could anyone not feel small and alone? Because you've always been alone, or because you found someone special?
I feel like we gotta say you found someone special, right?
Is that going to make them think that we have someone special? Or is she someone special? Is that what you're reading it
my
as?
mind is going to, but there's a classic thing of games where you think you're saying one thing, but then it says something else.
All right, let's do it and see. Maybe we'll get a taste of if this is one of those games.
Yeah. Trying to flirt with Spirit.
Here we go. Oh, I think you were right. I used to feel that way, small, unimportant, alone, but lately, I'm not so sure. I've started to feel different. I've started to actually think that maybe this island is where I might meet someone special.
Someone who just washed up.
You look at Spirit, who has turned from the ocean to look at you while you speak on this topic she's clearly so passionate about.
Hell yeah.
A friend, perhaps something more? I don't know what this island has planned for me. A friend? Friends are just cowards who seek comfort in numbers. Oh, wow.
Okay, Spirit.
I had friends once, back before I was chopped into a bunch of pieces by my father.
Oh,
Friends
that's
aren't
hardcore.
what's keeping me held together. I'm floating in a cloud of rage. Ugh, I was so dumb, so busy trying to please everyone and be the perfect student, the perfect employee, the perfect daughter, and I didn't take care of myself, and now I'm all I've got. Oh.
that's sad.
Worst of all, I got distracted from my true purpose, my destiny, the purpose that was sitting inside me my whole life. Okay, so this might sound a bit silly, but Spirit looks around to see if there's anyone else on the beach. When she's convinced that it's only you two, she continues. There's a dragon that lives inside me. I've always known, but I've tried to ignore it. When I couldn't ignore it, I try to push it down. I'm so stupid.
Is this metaphorical or
I have
literal?
no idea. You're not stupid. That sounds badass. Right? But I didn't let it out. And then I, chop, chop. And now that dragon is pretty much a one-track revenge beast. But enough about me. What's inside you, stranger?
I like the no dragon, just a lot of fire. It's
Me
taking
too.
what she said, building on it.
Yeah.
Little rapport.
Yeah. No dragon, just fire, a raging inferno. In fact, begging to burn this whole place down if I let it out. Maybe I am the dragon?
Oh, the dragon
inside you?
uh.
I'm sorry, but you're no dragon. And breathing fire, that's some Hobbit-type nonsense. I'm a descendant of proud samurai. Our dragons are on a whole nother level. Looks like there was only room for one dragon inside Spirit after all. Oh, man.
Damn, we're not smooth.
I thought we were so smooth.
Me too.
Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Hey, HPG, thanks for coming in. We're dating some supernatural killers. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary.
And attend each event as scheduled.
Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities.
Yeah, and we're, I think, going to try to go for Spirit is what we're trying to vibe right now.
Yeah.
HPG.
We started going down that road, and it kind of turned out maybe she was the perfect one specifically for a novel gaming run.
Yeah. That's strictly slotted in for after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late.
Playing sick? No, I was... No time for excuses.
Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting.
Go, 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 go!
Campfire stories.
Ooh, that sounds fun. Once everyone is gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular.
Oh, sorry, this is me. I was too busy reading it. But someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry. You hasn't been sticking to the schedule.
That means we're behind on time for evening activities.
And we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story? But story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who?
Oh, great. We have to decide as a group. That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. You want to take over narrator here?
Sure. Take a little sip after that gruff. Voice trembling. You realize this is probably it for you. But you embrace your fate.
Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time, while I was passed out.
I'm constantly late. Been there before. Even though it's taken some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true, is it really fair to pick on the newbie?
I do love, Tommy, how upset they are that story time is getting infringed upon. Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald. If you try to flex that authority gimmick on me, one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Who are these people?
He's getting Dwight and Claudette wrong.
Oh.
I was like, who's Donald?
Fuss and Muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice.
We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us.
I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still got to get started on story time, so that threw me.
Yeah. Datey, who do you think you should go? Damn it. That's a name.
Okay. Please pick somebody quickly so this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. Okay. Oh, we just get to pick?
Yeah.
I mean, we're
the
staying one track, right?
Yeah, I feel like let's all eyes on Spirit.
Yeah, all eyes on Spirit. I like it. I choose you, Spirit.
Pikachu. Oh, they did it on purpose. Yeah. Whoa. This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will ya?
Really? You want to hear from me?
Spirit huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets to her feet in front of the campfire. Does she not like story time?
I don't know.
Don't let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with the scariest stuff. Seriously disturbing, even to me, and I literally pulled the guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands.
Damn, Rave. Talk about bullshit stories. If everyone else is going to chit-chat, I guess I could just sit down and...
Huntress's eyes go red behind her mask, and both Trapper and Wraith take their seat. They know when it's worth fighting, and when it's not.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now, though. I was selected, and so I'm going to tell my story. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss.
Oh, is this our story? You notice that Huntress and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn?
It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Hada, a celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence, unlike anything she had ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were doing everything they could to keep curious onlookers away. But how could anyone resist wanting to know more? For there, in the middle of a busy market, had appeared a giant box. Strange, alien in its appearance, and massive in size. No one knew how it got there. Was it delivered? Built on site? In such a busy area, how could something like this happen? Or how could something like this just appear? A mystery. It was as if conjured by magic. But it was no illusion. The huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside.
Spirit pauses her story to look from the face to face of each audience member. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element.
"Help me!" cried someone inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned, his voice trembling. By now, it was if every detective in the city was there, looking the strange structure up and down, inspecting it on every side. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners or seams. It was completely solid and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. "I don't know what happened. I woke up and here I was. I'm so scared. Please help me," cried the man, as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hada comforted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for the other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity, only anxiety, as the night dragged on with no progress opening the box. And as the night grew longer, the seeping rain puddling on the ground, the man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic, and in need of help. But Detective Hada was no help at all. Powerless to save him, guilt began to weigh on her like it never had before. "Don't let me die in here," the man begged. "Don't let me die alone." "Stay calm," instructed Detective Hada. "You are not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all in this together, and we won't let this be the end of your story." Looking through that narrowest of passageways, Detective Hada watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of the strange, sad prisoner. Together they both wept in silence at the hopelessness of the moment. "Promise?" asked the man. "Promise that I'm not alone?" Yes, she promised, I do. A simple pledge, she felt an instant connection like she'd never felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any of the other hostages she had worked so hard to free before. And so, when the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective Hata, for she knew he would return, and he did, pressing his lips up to the narrow slit in this horrible puzzle box, repeating his question again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, Promise? Promise that I'm not alone? Yes, she promised, I do. And pressing her palms against the cold outside of the box, without truly knowing why, Detective Hata leaned forward and placed her own lips up to the opening, letting her breath creep into this strange structure, allowing her warm lips to fall on this man's. It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched beat for beat in this soft touch. Thank you, said the man, no trace of fear remaining in his voice, and he backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. Get back! Yelled an officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hata and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled with a cacophony of whirring gears and clicking latches, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something had triggered, as if an unseen lever pulled, and the side of the giant box began to slide open. Detective Hata gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in the puddled rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. And that's when her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him. There in the corner of the box was a pile of pieces, like parts of a doll, almost pulled apart, or perhaps that's just how Detective Hata had to think of him in that moment to survive. A collection of segments, limbs, pieces, disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile. And atop that pile, a head. Cold, pale, eyes open, lips an icy blue.
Spirit stares at the fire. Yeah, Doug. Ooh, let's just take a moment for that performance. That was a lot of reading and talking. Great job. Spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless. Her lips blue. Tears fall from her chin and soak into the sand at her feet. You're blown away by the story, and it's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking into the fire or up at the sky. Anywhere but at Spirit. It was you who chose her. You who initiated this harrowing tale. So sad, so creepy, so sensual? She really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail, and now no one is sure to act. Dwight and Claudette are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. This game was supposed to be a lighthearted romp. Please, I said, do something.
Okay. Say nothing, hugger. Cool story. Try or stand up and try to start one of those slow claps. I feel like we got a hugger, right?
Yeah.
This is what we're here to do.
A little comfort.
Yeah.
You stand and without saying anything, approach Spirit, reaching your arms around her for a hug. Her robe, hovering in the air, begins to wrap itself around you and squeeze you into her. It's kind of like being hugged back, but also like being tied up. It's certainly not what you expected.
By the way, remember when we started being like, we're going to choose the weirdest thing every time, and we're like
we
fully wrapped up in the
yeah.
spirit, and we're like, we must do everything for the spirit.
Yeah, whatever
Give her a hug.
needs.
Give her a hug.
Slow clapping would be the weird
that
choice.
Would have been the weird thing. Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Instinctually, you pull yourself away, but it's an awkward movement and you nearly fall over into the fire. Spirit says nothing and floats away without so much as a goodbye. You, meanwhile, realize everyone had just watched this truly strange interaction from the corner of their eyes. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so they can all have a moment alone before bed. Do we get to follow Spirit, you think?
I hope so.
Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song.
Hey, baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you?
He doesn't wait for an answer.
I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby.
Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet.
HPG, I'm allergic to shellfish.
Spirit approaches you. Fingers crossed.
You know, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. This fog that follows me around, I could feel you breathing heavily, taking me in.
You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Legit, you learn something new every day, even when you're a narrator.
Oh, is the narrator the entity?
I was just thinking that, actually.
You're doing it again right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me.
Hell fucking yeah. Dipping in hot tubs with the spirit? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk.
I've forgotten the ocean's little talk.
Yeah.
How did the ocean said that we could
have to
survive,
make choices that the ocean likes.
which included like focusing on why we were there, right?
Yes,
Okay. And the narrator just wants us to obey the narrator,
correct.
which does sound
But-
very entity-like.
Yeah, and they haven't really given us any other. Well, I guess they have when it's been like, say something, right?
Mhm.
I guess they have given us some other directions, but
Yeah.
nothing
too
as
much.
direct as before. So.
Yeah. Okay.
You and your storyteller friend slip into the water.
I read that totally different in my head. I was like, what is a friend slip?
A friend slip is when you accidentally make out in a hot tub.
Oops, I slipped. Right into my friend.
You and your storyteller friend slip into the water.
That's what I heard in my head.
It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it.
I just want to be totally clear, even though that story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, not any otherically.
Sure thing, Spirit.
I believe you completely. Sure, you were cut into pieces in your life, and so was the person in the story. A perfectly normal coincidence. Sure, you're on this island trapped, one might say, in a most puzzling place. Also, a completely regular coincidence. And sure, his lips were blue, and your lips are blue. Really? You call this blue? Searching for answers, hoping to find revenge. Okay, so the similarities stop there, I guess. Coincidences. Sorry, the coincidences. Get this through your head, whoever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins. Or, well, maybe it's coagulated by now? No need to sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of noble warriors. Thousands of years of training with bladed weapons preceded my entrance into this world. Do you know how many swords that is? A lot. You've got to figure that with that many sharp edges, a person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. The truth is, and I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go babbling about it, I dreamt that story, like watching a movie in my sleep when I was just a little girl, years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. I've never been able to shake it. That's a very adult story for a child to dream. Do you believe me?
I feel like trust is important in any
Yeah.
relationship.
I believe you.
So I would venture towards yes.
Yeah.
Especially if that's what you need us to believe right now.
What do you need from us? You know, what do you need right now in this moment? I know we just met, but yeah, I do believe you. The way you told that story, it clearly came from someplace deep. Fool! Who taught you to trust a stranger? You're gonna get hurt if you don't learn to take better care of yourself.
Now you've got me wondering, do I believe you if you believe her or not? And if I know everything, because trust me, I do know everything, don't I already know the answer to my own question about it? If I believe your answer to Spirit's question? Whoa. Ocean Air got me tripping. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. What's important is that a certain corpsey cutie floating in a cloud of magical mist might still be waiting for you to say the right thing and free her from her puzzle box. If you believe that she is the damn it, got me going again. Unfortunately, before you can follow this conundrum to what will surely be a mind-numbing cycle of new questions, you find a certain someone standing before you with a fresh towel ready to dry you off. Sorry, kids.
But it's time for bed. I might be the youngest one here, but I'm no kid. I do, however, love being wrapped in a fresh, clean towel. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb out all of the tangles and tie a ribbon around it before sending me on my way. I miss her.
You watch as Spirit stares off into the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice you're watching her at first.
Oh, she's crying.
When she catches you looking, she turns away, roughly grabs a towel from Dwight, and then pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off. She has a lot of feelings tonight.
Lots of feelings.
Yeah. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Spirit's story, about the prisoner in the puzzle box. If you manage to escape this place, will you leave with your life? Or has it already been taken from you, and it's just a matter of time until you make a gruesome discovery? Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive, their now familiar, creepy smile stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like that lit by firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations.
We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable or die trying.
They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle up by the fire.
Why is there blood behind them?
Oh. Yeah, that was definitely blood. Perhaps some music will put you at ease?
Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the types you'll want to rob of their beauty sleep. Oh, this is an
what?
activity? What?
Away we go. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial and fix it. Oh, fuck. Are we
What?
gonna accidentally turn it up loud? Oh, it's just the FM? It's not like the noise?
It's just a
or the
channel?
volume?
I guess so. 96.5? Kiss FM?
Sure.
Oh.
Or 95.7. Let's see what's on the station.
Two major things. First of all, the community is you out there. It's you and everybody else either playing the game or talking about the game or creating content relating to the game or being inspired by the game to write.
I'm pretty sure this is
or
one of the
make outfits.
This is like the guy.
Everybody that's part of what makes Dead by
I
Daylight.
don't remember his name, but he's like somebody who did Dead by Daylight. I'm certain of it.
Groups of people who interact
But I don't think we
on
need to hear
every
more of it.
single possible-
Oh, sorry. I was totally in just like game mode.
Oh, no, I was reading it too. It asked us, or since we can't fall asleep, we can ask a killer to come sit with us by the fire. who we'd like. I
Okay.
mean, obviously, we know.
Yeah.
We're calling Spirit.
Yeah.
Also, Tommy, sleep being an activity you can do wrong feels way too real.
Incredibly relatable. Spirit, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company.
spirit tells you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless.
I like to listen to flute music, dab on some essential oils, and steam my pores. Really? What? Even the dead like to relax. I don't really have any of those things around.
Whoa. We're gonna comb each other's hair?
Hell yeah. I guess you could hold on to this. It was a gift from my mother. Whoa. That seems like we just got real
It's our
serious.
First day, right?
I will want it back, though. And if you lose it, well, damn it. Every once in a while, it, like, charges
Jumps a
past
little.
something.
It
If
was
it's-
you'll get revenge on me.
Got it. If it's the last thing I do.
You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. You try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. It shouldn't still be as spooky by now. Shouldn't still be as spooky. By now, you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head. But this one is still undeniably odd. I should have done the Minnesota voice for the ocean if it was odd. The human body is made up of 60% water. Did you know that? Of course you did. Everyone knows that. Even amnesiac video game protagonists. Well, guess what? Drink as much as you like. You'll never get to 100%. You hear me? Don't think I don't see what you're up to. You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Huntress is rifling through your pockets. Huntress!
Huntress.
What you doing, girl? Oh, you're awake.
What a wild situation. Oh, you're awake.
I'm just looking. Oh my gosh, that's literally what she's saying. I wasn't stealing from you. Merely trying to get to know you better by seeing what sort of trinkets you keep close. I saw you with the spirit right before bedtime. Look, I'm not saying I don't trust them, but, well, yes, I am saying that I don't trust anyone I don't already have tied up. So I was making sure they didn't do anything fishy. And I was making sure you're not a soldier. Soldiers killed my father, you know.
Lots of daddy issues.
Yeah, a lot of daddy issues. Well, I've got you. You should really consider spending some more time with me. I'm not scary.
Do you think there's a possibility that people we ignore will kill us?
Will kill us? I did not consider that.
I also did not consider that. But
She
we're
is holding her axe like that, though.
Yeah. I mean, look at her biceps though. Those arms.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad if we spent a little time.
You're not?
Not at all. I'm just a lost girl on a big island. I've been watching you since you got here, you know. Not in a creepy way. Huntress pauses for a long moment. All right, in a charmingly creepy way. I've noticed how fun-loving you seem. If you spend some time with me tomorrow, maybe I'll take you to this special place I've found. It's all mine. Look at her little booty.
All these poses.
Yeah. None of the other killers have been able to find me there. It's quiet and isolated. Maybe I'll even show you how to make beef stroganoff.
I'm like nervous about what's
Yeah,
happening
is she gonna
here.
kill us in this isolated place?
Right, or is she gonna like start some drama, some like monster drama?
She's starting shit.
Right? That all sounds very enticing.
I'll let you get back to bed. It's been a long day. Shh. Huntress places a gigantic hand on your forehead and your eyes flutter closed. Yeah, HPG, it's like confusing because there's food, but also a threat, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
What do you make of it?
I probably would fall for it if someone were offering me some good food.
Yeah, she said she's not scary.
Yeah.
Finally alone, for real this time. Maybe you drift off to sleep again. Hopefully you're not poisoned.
Oh boy. What?
Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh, geez. It is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera.
The last food was people, so beef stroganoff sounds great, TBH. Do we play a lot of visual novels? We do play them. Katie, I think, plays more than I do. And I know you have a friend who did a few that you're really hyped for telling people about. And if I remember correctly, at least one of them is Arcade Spirits, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Is this, am I remembering correctly, HPG? Because Katie loves that
Arcade Spirits. I played Arcade Spirits, the new challenger, and then I just played Penny Larceny. Hell yeah! Friend does a lot of really awesome stuff.
Yeah. Very, very good stuff.
That's so exciting.
Isn't
Hell
that cool?
Yeah. Shout out to your friend.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to those games.
Totally. This is a wild twist. Reality show confessional room.
Oh.
If this is going to stay Huntress, I'll take over narrative for a bit.
Narrator, cool. Can you blame me for not getting along well with the others? I mean, I haven't had a real conversation with anyone since I was a child. I take the fact that I haven't slaughtered the newcomer for their meat yet as a win. They look pretty tasty, though, so who knows what'll happen tomorrow. Hey, Dwight, do we have tarragon on this island?
This is weird. I don't care enough to kill this person, but if anybody else wants to, I don't care enough to stop them. Might have to just kill Dwight to feel anything again.
Oh, no. I'm not really sure how to feel about Dady. On one hand, everyone I've cared about has met an awful fate. So it's probably good for Dady if they just keep ignoring me.
So it's very, very clear that Trapper and Wraith are like no longer like even close to possibilities for us.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh, whoops. On the other hand, there's something about them that could maybe work out for my planner for me.
I know that everyone thinks of me as a beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay, those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm going to get bloody revenge on a society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. We've survived our first day, Valve has, or I just said Valve, Steam has informed us. You open your eyes, the sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky. Lies! I see so many clouds.
Tons of, it's mostly clouds.
Mostly clouds. And you feel great, totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. Literal unreliable narrator.
Yeah.
My favorite. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? And talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. Sexy. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. That's not bad, Trickster, actually.
Yeah, good move.
Oh.
What?
That's cute. Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Nothing nefarious.
No, that cloud is totally normal. The skull cloud, that's
super
like in every
normal.
cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Latte art.
It's latte art. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one.
Oh, shit.
My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the time. Never mind, he left. I wonder when this game came out, like kind of a while ago. I was going to say, I wonder if this was like meant to like tease a game on the other island or something.
It's been a long time since I've played Dead by Daylight. It takes place on an island?
No.
Okay.
Definitely not.
Oh, you mean on another island, like the
Yeah,
second
they keep-
game?
Yeah, they keep
I
like
see.
referencing in this
Yeah.
game like some other island.
Yeah.
Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that! What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's a good on a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you yet.
Huh. Yeah, okay.
This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up, review 2 not, an eternal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. Can we please move on?
Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? Great question, Ocean.
Very good question. This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment.
I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave.
Damn, ocean. Can we still
It's
date
true,
you?
though. The ocean is scary.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something. Something of grave importance.
Ooh. Fine, go ahead.
Even if this place is an internal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, thumbs up review. If it was crafted with love and/or that's the type of thing that you're into.
Yeah.
Fair.
You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent. And wherever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, is not easy to do. Funny meta commentary. Sometimes there are small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to
True.
celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not be overly critical of them. Good points.
Yeah.
Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee.
Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago.
They always do this on the second morning. Ugh. Even if they do make some great points.
Oh, sure. They make great points. I agree.
I'm wondering if the spacebar will result in fewer of those instances.
Hmm.
Can we please move on?
Yes, of course. Apologies, Datey. What a good name.
I was just thinking the same thing. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? I mean, I'm having fun.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all good.
Yes, I'm not suspicious. There's no option.
Has it been lovely or really entertaining? I think Spirit's been pretty lovely.
Yeah,
You know?
Spirit's been cool.
Yeah. If I were to summarize my time here, I'd call it a lovely time.
Aw, lovely. We love to hear that because isn't that what this place is all about? Finding love?
No.
Shut up, Dwight. You'll get us all killed again and again and again.
Oh, that's you.
We do need to ask you one more question, though. Dwight can't be trusted right now.
Yeah.
We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place.
Would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? I mean,
I'm like, what if we say no? You know?
I feel like something bad's gonna happen, but also I don't want to sign that.
We could say, right? I
Yeah.
mean, I wasn't gonna say anything bad. I've been enjoying my time.
Yeah, we just said something great.
But I don't like you forcing me into this.
Yeah. And neither would Spirit.
Our lawyer says sign nothing.
No, I will not say anything negative about this. Island, you have my word that I, Datey, agree with the terms of this verbal contract. Perfect!
Delightful. Excellent.
Yes, yes. Did we just get tricked into agreeing no matter what?
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, Datey. It's still totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review, because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of gamers' resorts like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, they can only mean one thing.
Breakfast.
The music in this game is
Streaming
really
again?
good. I really like it.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and so much for maintaining those beach pods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. What's that?
Any body is a beach body.
Hell
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. I mean, that's a smart thing to do.
Got something to do with health.
Yeah. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island.
Just like puberty.
Just like puberty. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't.
Everyone hates Trapper.
They really do fucking hate Trapper. Trapper is 100% going to be the next person that I play in this game, because I need to know why they all fucking hate him so much.
Well, I feel like he's got a gruff exterior, but
he's probably totally
a little
soft.
softy. Yeah.
I can't imagine you could make me any angrier today than you did yesterday. But I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated. Anyone see where I left my cleaver? Just kidding. I always know where my cleaver is. Well, that was bizarre.
Yeah.
Back to your breath. Nope. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her feelings.
This island is treacherous. I don't know what the newcomer thinks they're doing here, but if it certainly isn't helping any of us.
Whoa, Huntress pretends to be all independent, but is she secretly kind of miffed you and her aren't getting along? I don't think it was a secret. I feel like she straight up told us.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast to... And just like that, here comes Spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did. Or should I say did not? I haven't slept in 20 years on a kind of the whole burning quest for familial revenge thing, and last night was no different. So in that case, it was exactly how it should be. Got a lot of reading done, though.
Nice.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group? Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith.
I'm glad the introduction of Datey to our island paradise, and yeah, that was in quotations, didn't distract me from my normal routine, ignoring all of you and vice versa. This place is an eternal prison of suspicion and suffering, and no one cares. I'm still the only one asking any questions.
I wish in real life everyone you dated would just line up to explain all their feelings to you so you could more easily choose between them. Yes! That would be
great.
very nice. I'm asking a question too. It's when will Wraith shut up? Maybe that's why everyone fucking hates Trapper.
He's rich. In the chat, Tommy said he's canonically rich.
Oh, he did say he had a yacht. Yeah. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keeping them wanting more. You're getting good at this game, your sexy true-to-life experience. Shame you didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. So it sounds like second day is like final day in the game.
Yeah.
After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? Who are you addressing, me? Well, yeah, I guess. That's okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator.
Whoa, secret relationship with the narrator.
Dude. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. No, stick it in there. A little more. A little more. Oh, yeah. That's it. Yes.
How does that feel?
Intense.
Nice.
Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable.
Now, I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Just like that?
Exactly like that.
I swear, I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hear everything.
I'm digging a hole.
Oh, wow. Look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some?
Damn it.
Aw, come on. A little privacy, please?
Wait, were they actually...
I guess so? Dwight is panting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Unless it's like one of those things where it's like they were actually burying a body or something.
Right. Building
Sorry,
a boat.
I didn't know how else to let you know I was here and that I could hear you. Well, you know.
Know what? What do you think we're doing?
You were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like fun?
You think 2 people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Shit.
Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected.
I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from. And I believe that place is in our appendix. Why else would it be there?
Great point. Makes sense to me.
Did you actually think we were me and him? Dwight?
You don't have to laugh that hard. They get it. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now.
Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Datey. You're gonna need it.
Oh boy. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A cragmedy. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, you're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far, today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true, centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soaking up sun in a heated pool. Today, you're on a date with you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move?
And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun.
Gonna be Hunter.
Spiky tipped like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all, it's... Hey, babe! Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling? What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy, kind of lazy. Whatever, though. Breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon. Or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You seen my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right, I could give you a private show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing. You gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat, threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that that guy is gone and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and... Nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Oh, it's Spirit. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy.
Hell yeah.
We should get out of here. I know a place that brings a bit of welcome darkness to this tropical nightmare. Best of all, I'm the only one that seems to know about it, so we won't be bothered there. Do you think they all have like their own secret place?
Do you think it's the same space,
That
but
would
they
be
all think nobody else
so
knows about
funny.
it?
That would be so funny. I don't even know why I'm telling you, really. It's my private spot. But I guess I've got a feeling that you'll appreciate it in the way I do. Not like those other killers. They don't get me. But I'll get them. Oh, I'll get them. And I'll get my father, too. And I'll punish him for what he did to my mother and me. Spirit radiates a menacing aura, waving her sword around in the air as she threatens, well, the entire universe. It's scary and more than a little hot if you get turned on by menacing. Look, all this time on Murderer's Island has got us both a little confused about things. I'm choosing to lean into it. I'd suggest you do the same. You've seen her... Oh, Tommy has a good theory.
Yeah.
You've seen her get mad, which is probably enough to scare you into compliance, but you've also seen that there's a more sensitive side hiding within her. Which one do you think will win out? You consider her offer, but before you can decide if you want to go off with Spirit, the Trapper interjects. I demand that you reconsider. Actually, I strongly suggest it. Especially if you're choosing between me, a walking mountain with a rich ore of gold running through it, and a literal wisp of air. Literally air. Spirit is held together by air. I wouldn't put my faith in anybody who can be defeated by a strong breeze. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So who will it be? I mean, charging forward, right?
Yeah. And Spirit will protect us, right?
Yeah, totally. We've gotten so close. I gotta go with Spirit. You've made the correct decision. But know this. Just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm gonna slobber all over you like a dog, understand?
We said our favorite animal was cats.
Of course. Yeah, I know, right? We would never. You've still got a lot to prove to me. I want to believe that our connection is real, but I've been hurt before, literally, with a katana. A katana that I now wield in spectral form. You feel me? Because you will feel me. If you try any of that macho trapper crap. Yeah, I feel you. Before you ask Claudette and Dwight to clarify, I'll just let you know that yes, it is too late to change your answer now. Cool.
We don't want to.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what they did in the first one when we got the second choice, was to give us... They were giving us an opportunity to change our answer.
Oh. You mean like...
When we chose the lounge, and then they talked to us, and then
I
we chose
see.
the lounge again.
Gotcha. You and Spirit arrive at the coast, overlooking the Black Lighthouse. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. There's something magnetic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. You look Spirit up and down and notice that she's wearing all black, just like the lighthouse. I'm noticing a bit of a theme. Is black your favorite color? Black isn't really a color at all. It's the absence of color. It's a void. Like a black hole. A place that swallows light. A dying star? Can you take over narrator?
I can,
Thank
yes.
you.
Damn. Now that's dark. You're confident that Spirit will vibe with this, but... Spirit doesn't really care for science fiction. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Not the type with spaceships and lasers anyhow. She's much more into the type of strange adventures that kick off right here on Earth. Earth, is that where we are, you wonder?
You know, it is important for people in a relationship to have their own interests. You
Varied
know?
interests.
Yeah.
Common connection books. We like different genres.
Exactly. That's great.
Lapping waves on the shore of the coast set a romantic tone. The fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere she goes blends perfectly with the mist rolling up over the rocky shoreline. She's at one with this place, and so are you. The peace doesn't last long, however, as the lighthouse lets out an eerie howl, like a monster dying. A spiraling black light stretches out across the sky.
This music is new and fun.
Yeah. Spirit has to yell just to be heard.
Oh, yeah. That does... Oh, wait, no. I read that
You can say that
differently.
too, though.
I read that differently. Oh, yeah. It does that.
The light and sound recede, and the two of you sit in silence. She could be into loud noises and lights
Maybe.
being different, you know?
Yeah.
Spirit lays a towel down and then pats on it gently. Clearly, she wants your company, so you oblige.
I love this music right now.
When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. Oh,
That's
thank
very
you.
cute.
Yeah. You're not exactly sure what to do. Is this an invitation to get in a little hands-on action? What else could it be?
Oh, I mean,
I know, but I'm like worried.
that we're going to be too forward.
Yes. What do you
We could... If we're worried she's going to kill us, maybe this is... Like, she is our path now. That is 100% sure.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter, I think, of, like, do we get killed or not? So I think
Well-
probably, like, the positive, but, like, not, you know, too strong.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't think she would kill us if we were like, now we're talking. But I think she might be like, you're assuming too much type of thing. I said you needed to prove it to me or something.
True. All right, let's... Yeah, that's a good point. Thanks. I forgot to bring my own when I lost my memory and fell into the ocean. No problem. I figured as much.
Spirit turns away while you slather lotion all over your body.
You need any help reaching those difficult spots?
Hell yeah, Spirit, we do.
I think you nailed it. I feel like if we had done the other one, this would not have been what happened next.
Yeah. This is a wild angle right now, by the way.
Uh-huh.
You see a hand float around your back. I feel like is sure why not too casual?
I
Or do
never
you think
noticed these are
Gulp-
drums.
Whoa.
Anyway,
little
sorry.
Bongos. Or like, do you think she would see that as like, oh, you're not into it?
I don't know.
Because like, I want an answer that's yes, exclamation point, you know?
Right. I feel like sure, why not is sort of like, yeah, okay, sure.
But Gulp,
Right.
like,
Makes you seem nervous or like, yeah. I don't think either one of these are a yes exclamation point.
I know.
I
What do
think-
you think?
I think Gulp is kind of funny and endearing.
Let's do it. Oh, I was reading it. Whoops. You swallow hard,
was too.
trying to make room in your throat for words to come out, but nothing does. You're embarrassed enough and decide to just live with what you've got.
Hopefully she thinks that's
no.
cute. No.
Is there a back button?
Go back. Go back. no!
No! Fuck. Fuck.
I've steered us so wrong. Suit
That's okay.
yourself.
We can recover.
Yeah.
You watch a spirit apply sunscreen to herself in the most unique way by floating her own hand around her back to spread it on. Spirit,
Damn, we
we
could be
actually
doing that.
meant yes.
You're just so stunning that we were speechless. Okay.
Comment.
We're not saying
Com-
nothing, right? We can't do that again.
floating hands. I feel like asking about the glass sticking out of her is like too much too soon. Right
Cool.
now, we just saw each other again, you know?
Cool. The fact that your hands just float around you like that, you can reach things way easier than I can. It's almost like you're some kind of superhero. I'm glad you get a kick out of it, but floating severed limbs isn't exactly the type of superpower you think to wish for as a kid. I'd much rather be able to read minds. Maybe then I'd understand why some people act the way they do.
Oh,
God,
no.
this is tough. This is so
This is-
tough.
Are we biffing it with Spirit?
Oh, I'm gonna be so sad if we do.
I don't
They've come up with
know.
really tricky answers. That's okay. I did gulp. You picked the last one. I'll pick this one. I feel like if someone just told you that the thing you complimented them on is like not something that you would necessarily want to be complimented on, or something you would wish, this would be like an annoying response, right? So I'm gonna just apologize. I think I touched a nerve. I'm truly sorry. I clearly hadn't thought through what your experience was like.
Sometimes humor is how you deal with uncomfortable situations, but clearly you read the room wrong.
I think that's okay.
Yeah, that's good.
I was just thinking about what you must have gone through to end up like that. It had to have been horrible. It was worse than death. At least death ends eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget it. It literally made me who I am right now. Truth is, I could pull all these bits of glass that are stuck in my flesh out right now if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Each shard is a reminder of what my father did to me and what the world did to him. That's why I refuse to play the universe's game. I hate the idea that I'll be forced to succumb to pressure the way he did in the end. The way that fear and anger filled him up and then came bursting out. The way his misery flooded our home and drowned us all. Yeesh.
Yeesh.
It's hard not to think about revenge. The dragon inside me, it's doing to me what the world did to him. I have to fight it, even though it gives me strength. I must maintain control. You're stronger than he ever was, I'm sure of it. I appreciate that, Datey. Ooh, we got sparkles!
That's good.
We got sparkles!
That's good.
I suppose a little help isn't a bad thing. In life, in love, this world is a lot to endure alone. That's a big change, because she was the one that was like, don't need anybody.
Alone at
Yeah.
all times. Yeah.
Maybe I could use a little assistance reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion. You know, having your body contorted into these vengeful poses. It really does a number on my joints.
Please let us work. It rubs the lotion on its skin.
This is stressful, dude. It's like, I feel like they nailed the like dialogue choices that could easily go either way. Like regardless
Yep.
of what you choose. Which in some games can be annoying, but I feel like in this game it's like the right amount of concern, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit. Doug, there's one mini game I absolutely want you to nail, and it's putting lotion in between Spirit's toes.
Ah!
You got this.
Okay. One perfect. Oh, fuck!
That's okay.
Okay. How many do you think you have to get to, like, succeed?
I was thinking 3.
Perfect. Fuck.
That's at least in the zone.
It's at least in the zone. Okay. This is better than bad.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that lotion made it to where it was supposed to be going eventually. And you weren't too incredibly wasteful. I'm not a woman who believes in rushing through things just to get them done. If there is a next time, I'm sure you'll do even better.
Definitely. You look up at the lighthouse, its ominous dark form hovering above this moment between Spirit and yourself. Evil as it clearly is, in this case, it does you a solid by blurting out another ominous moan and burst of black light that rescues you from this awkward silence.
Oh.
Oh. From seemingly out of nowhere, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water. It glows, itself a thing of death, a spirit of a ship that once sailed these seas centuries ago. A tattered black flag whips in the ocean air above the ship as it careens towards the shore, before crashing on the rocks. It must have been drawn in by the lighthouse. Aren't lighthouses supposed to do the opposite of that?
Yep.
You hear the distant shouting of sailors as the old wooden ghost ship breaks up and sinks into the water.
Oh, right. It does that sometimes, too. Should we, do something? Nah, the sharks will take care of it.
Within a minute, the ocean is quiet again, except for the waves. Note to self, hungry sharks. But these time-traveling pirates, or whoever they were, you're half sure you saw one of those skull and crossbone flags, aren't the only ones drawn here today. Oh man, it's Wraith. He has emerged from the palm trees behind you.
Creepy.
Yeah, and sailors are like moths drawn to light. I didn't come here to break up your date or something. I came here for that.
For what?
The ship?
Oh.
Wraith points to the lighthouse. It is indifferent to his attention. I've been seeing it in my dreams, shining its strange light on me. I can't avoid it, through woods and walls. Whoops. Nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me.
Duh, it's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more special than me, those dead pirates, or that mermaid I saw washed up on the shore that one time.
Ooh, a mermaid?
Yeah, can we date the mermaid?
Ew. That'd be cool.
Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to as beautiful in person as they are in movies. More sea witch than underwater princess, if you get my drift.
It's all part of a vast conspiracy, an epic river of lies that runs beneath the island or something.
Good night, Tommy. Thanks for stopping by.
Bye, thank you. I'm pretty sure I figured it out, the basics anyhow. If you come with me, I can...
You can get cut.
Spirit waves her katana, nearly trimming a couple buttons off of Wraith's tropical top. He takes this hint and backs away a few steps slowly.
Hint is one word for slicing somebody with a katana.
I'd say that's more than a hint.
Yeah. For the quiet guy, he never really shuts up.
Okay, be that way. You'll see. Alone at last, tension broken, deathly moans quiet, and Wraith banished back to wherever he hangs out. You scooch closer to Spirit, breathing in the damp, foggy air that seems to emanate from her. It's not quite clear how that whole fog thing works, but you don't even care. You're feeling this moment. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe, and you get a peek at the bathing symphony. For someone who seems intent on proving how little she cares about what everyone else thinks, she put a lot of work into getting into that suit. It's got straps for days. However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming.
Oh my gosh.
Stop, everybody. And Claudette and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt whatever you were doing. It doesn't seem like they were worried. They bump into much.
Damn, harsh.
Rude.
We're here to make...
A very dramatic announcement.
Well, technically we're here to invite you to join us back at the beach.
where we'll be making a very dramatic announcement.
It's hard being the producers and the hosts.
Aren't survivors supposed to work in groups of 4?
It's a great point.
When you arrive at the beach, you realize you were set up. Despite
Whoa.
promising an announcement, Dwight and Claudette simply stand quietly. This isn't at all what was promised.
Wait a minute. There's no announcement here. Oh, fuck.
But there is a me.
What are you doing, Wraith?
I don't know.
You got mud in your ears, friends? I told you to get lost.
Don't you see? Lost is what I am, and so are you. But I know the way out. I've got a map back in my secret lair. Literally and figuratively. Yeah, I know the difference. That's why you should ditch Spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead.
Oh. You've got a secret lair?
Damn it. Who said anything about a secret lair? I said I've got sap in my secret hair. There's a flap on my secret chair. Don't change the subject. Don't ask me what he's talking about.
You're trying to make a mess of the first nice day I've had in I don't know how long, because it's not even clear what year it is, but in a while. I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you.
It's not me messing things up, like I keep trying to tell you. It's this dang island. I've come to accept a difficult truth. What's happening here? Well, I'm convinced that it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision. It's simply the way it will be. There's no use fighting it.
What would you
I
even
almost
know
slipped.
about... What's that?
I almost slipped into brave. Just accept your fate.
Just accept your fate. If you could go to an island and court some paranormal super villains, would you?
Would you change your fate?
What would you even know about fighting? All you know is hiding in your spooky little secret hair and crying like a baby while ringing your little bell. So don't tell me what I can and can't fight back against. I was born a fighter. A dragon lives inside me. I can't not fight, even when all I might want to do is hide. Don't you see this giant hat? It's a metaphor. If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it?
Folks. Oh, you hide. I've seen you hide. You do your phase walking routine. What do you call that? It's basically cloaking. And we all know that cloaking is a type of hiding.
Damn. Folks. You cloak. I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk out in the open. You just can't see me.
You have no idea what they're talking about, but this sure sounds like some video game community forum thread minutia, if there ever was such a thing. Not that you know about that either. It sure doesn't seem like Dwight and Claudette are going to stop this, so it's on you.
I think I was brought here to make this choice, so I am going to do that now. And I choose...
Obviously.
Obviously. What if I slipped?
Oops. When it comes down to it, neither of these two seems easy to love. Damn. Ouch, narrator.
Wow.
I mean, damn. Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her. But she has a certain charm in her gloom.
Spirit and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, if it's my fate to end up on this island, well, to hell with fate, really. And don't take this the wrong way, Wraith, but the amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day, no wonder you're so skinny. All that second guessing yourself must burn a lot of calories.
Damn, now we're being mean to everybody.
Mean.
Yeah.
What the hell?
No offense taken. It's okay. It's true. I can be a little awkward, I guess, sometimes.
Right. So I'm going to stick with Spirit.
Spirit breathes a sigh of relief.
I've got enough revenging to do without having to kill you and Wraith too.
You would kill us if we went?
Ooh.
Spirit walks you around a corner to show you something that she discovered in this place and knew was meant to be connected with her journey. A cherry tree.
It's so interesting how many times they like tempt you off of who you're currently with.
It's just a small sapling, but it has begun to sprout flowers. Oh, like our love? It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree here in this place. It also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in a black bathing suit, so just accept it. As Spirit steps up to the tree, a cold breeze pulls some petals off, and they come cascading through the air around the both of you. This is magic.
Ooh. Do you know the meaning of the cherry blossom?
Tell us.
They're beautiful, but also quite symbolic. Of course, like all good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated. What do they mean to you? For many people, being among cherry blossoms is like being at a celebration of life. People travel great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty. However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical. They're simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away, and for this reason, they're also a symbol of the fleeting nature of life, of our fragile mortality. In a way, it's the specter of looming death that calls attention to this special moment, to see and appreciate life. How does that duality make you feel, Datey?
I feel like empowered.
I'm into it, yeah. The knowledge that life and death are a cycle has always given me peace. Accepting the fleeting nature of life, like the beauty of a flower in bloom, allows me to appreciate the moment without being too hung up on what comes next. This game is actually like surprisingly more sincere than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Like it's funny and it's irreverent, but it's also still got some of that sincerity that other visual novels have.
Yeah. As you explain, Spirit's face begins to look sad to you. You're not sure why. It's not the happiest topic, life and death, but why should that matter? And then it dawns on you. Spirit has been trapped in this ghastly state of death with no hope to cycle back. No rebirth, her moment of blossoming, life long gone. That scary time of death and decay that comes after the good part, that's Spirit's eternity.
Oh, I hope she's not upset. Oh, I feel like an idiot. I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't even thinking about you. Oh, fuck. You just answered from the heart. I can't let that bother me. Our priorities are not the same. I have my mission. Once the fallen cherry blossoms represented the souls of samurai warriors. Those with noble characters, those who did not fear death, those who were killed in the greatest sacrifice to honor their emperor. Their lives were short, but their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. I'm so curious as to whether we're like in
Was that
like
good
good or not.
reaction to
Because I feel
us?
like what she's
Yeah.
talking about is kind of what we answered, but maybe not. But despite the samurai spirit that lives on in me, in my noble bloodline, my life has ended, but my death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. This cherry tree, it's not real. Though its petals fall, they soon replenish. It's as if they were installed here by someone.
You watch as Spirit chooses her words very carefully.
By something with no respect for the balance of life and death. We're sorry to interrupt. You know we don't believe you, right?
Yep.
But this time, we've got a really good reason.
And it has nothing to do with us being manipulated by an unseen force, because that's definitely not happening.
Nobody accused you of that, but okay. We're just here to tell you that it's time for dinner, silly.
Get it while it's hot.
I guess it's time to go, or whatever. Thanks for spending some time with me today. I enjoyed it. Did we blow it? I can't tell if we blew it. Me too.
I feel like we didn't blow it.
We didn't blow it. I don't know if we nailed it.
Right. We didn't nail it, I don't think. We should have said, sure, why not, to the lotion.
Oh, I can't believe it.
I overthought that one.
I totally overthought that one.
No.
Oh.
What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And that's just not That's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you really are feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all on screen at the same time again. So just believe me, they're all here and they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Interesting. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I am as surprised as you are that these 4 are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Huntress seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, she throws caution to the wind and speaks up.
Interesting. I would have
Yeah.
said Trapper.
It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island. Oh, do we give them rankings? I guess because we accidentally ended up on Trapper for the kiss. Although Wraith, we didn't do anything with Wraith either.
Well, but this is, yeah. I feel like we talked with Huntress more than we talked with Trapper.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know.
Trapper just showed up. We
Trapper
didn't-
does just kind of show up.
Yeah. But hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do. And heaven knows they won't do any better than that.
Damn.
Yikes. Since it seems like I'm going to be alone forever, I'm focusing on myself. I have hobbies of my own, you know? Besides stealing, kidnapping, and killing, cooking is my passion. Tonight we'll be feasting on a succulent squirrel appetizer, with roasted elk as the main, served with a side of mushrooms.
Mushrooms sound good.
Those mushrooms are probably poisonous. And elk, huh? More revenge for the elk that killed her mother? Oh, mommy issues. Does she have both daddy and mommy issues then?
I don't
I can't remember.
remember.
If I had a nickel for every revenge-obsessed killer on this island, I'd have some number of nickels. Certainly more than a few. I personally hunted, killed, skinned, and prepped our meal. I even picked the mushrooms myself. Oh, they're definitely poisonous. And cheesecake for dessert. What? Not Russian enough?
What's the problem? Am I not Russian enough for ya?
Yeah. Is this not Russian? I'm not so one-dimensional, you know.
I'm also from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day.
Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure. But how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little, and it could affect your standing with the group.
When you play other dating games, are they this stressful? Is it I feel like so much is on the line every time we do something.
There's been one game that I played that was more stressful, and it was also one where you could die in it. It was called
okay.
Love at First Bite or something. It was
Gotcha.
vampires.
That makes sense.
But it didn't have as much I don't remember as much larger group social dynamic stuff.
Gotcha.
Where if you choose to hang out with this person will get mad or,
I mean, that's cool. That ends up being more complex than I kind of was expecting, because from some of the ones I've played, and probably all the other ones I've played, I don't think anyone really gets mad at you for talking to other people.
Yeah.
So this is interesting.
Yeah. And if you want to take over narrator.
Sure. Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. Oh boy, don't we know it. Oh, interesting. This is tough.
So, yeah, because spirit, right?
Right.
I feel like it's nice to know when somebody enjoys spending time with you.
Yes.
But
Everyone is a murderer.
in spirit, Does Spirit want her business out like that?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of other opportunities where we were like either coy or like out there.
I'm tempted because we misstepped with the lotion to just be like, let's fucking go for it and
Yeah.
just gush.
Let's do it. I wish you could all get to meet the real Spirit.
Is she gonna hate us saying that she's got a
no.
soft side?
She's a beautiful soft side, and you'd all get to see it if you were a bit nicer to her.
That's not what I wanted to say. That's not what we wanted to say.
Oh no! Spirit looks totally horrified. I promise she doesn't want people paying her any more attention. She's just trying to do her own thing, not fit into this killer club. Seriously? Did you listen to a single thing I said today? It seems clear to me that you did not. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they are all very tired. Oh, wait.
I thought we were gonna be like, I had so much fun today.
Right.
It was great hanging out with Spirit.
That's one of those
Let's
times where, like, you pick a dialogue option and it's just, like, very different than what you expected.
Yes.
Okay. No one
Let's-
trusts anyone now, and they are all very tired. Oh, wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. And yes, that is a The Thing reference.
Bony appetite.
Don't you mean bone? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it. Even the vegetables.
Impossible to avoid on this island.
Everyone eats without speaking.
Fuck, we
Fuck.
fucked it.
Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? I mean,
Thank them?
yeah. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. Watch they get like pissed at us too, except I do think we just got sparkles.
Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. Are we going to get roasted?
I hope so.
Sexy roasted?
Ooh. You can go willingly or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth.
Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes. Because of childhood trauma involving fire.
Incredible delivery. And finally, everyone starts moving toward the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. I didn't feel like that was complainy.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing happening is probably not a great sign.
Or is it?
Oh, cool. And now everyone is looking at you. So, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story, or could we play charades, boggle?
Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story?
Oh, shit. Wraith points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoot lasers. Try not to bore us.
We're just very interested in you.
Don't speak for me, Huntress. Oof. Now, you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up.
I know that the fire is right here, but maybe if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here and doesn't, threaten to burn us alive.
He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Dady was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not. I mean, we gotta tell a story, right?
Yeah, we're definitely gotta tell a story.
Sure, I'm game to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Okay, so what type of story do you want to tell? Do you think we can romance her back?
I was like, can we still tell a story of regret? I say romance.
I think so. I'll tell a romantic story.
About how I fucked up.
Oh, geez. About two lovers who take poison together and die foaming at the mouth?
Sure, Shakespeare. Or about two strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon the same wily Wolverine?
Not quite. It's about my parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting, she'd been dragged there by some friends. They couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months.
Shit.
Bit soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think?
It's so sweet.
Exactly. I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. Love could spark from a mere look across a campfire. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit. Except for Trickster, who has wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on headphones to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We just can't end there. So, who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. I mean,
Yeah, we
is she
gotta
gonna
go
be
with
mad?
Spirit,
I mean,
but she
has to
also
be.
said she didn't want any more attention. So, like, how much does this game actually care about that?
I feel like we have. Every time we have a chance to choose
Let's- all
someone,
right, let's
I feel
pick
like we
Spirit.
have to, right?
Yeah.
I'm spiraling here.
Yeah, we're digging it deeper.
I suppose I could tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say is sure to be better than whatever you get out of anyone else in this group. Like all good stories, I stole this one from someone in the past who is dead now and can't do anything about it. It's called The Bride, or technically I suppose The Fiancé. One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt, so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per the latest bridal trends, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful, shabby chic farmhouse. Together, they spent months planning the details of the wedding. The two created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. They chose Lilikoi, by the way. So fancy. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
When it came time to figure out the decorations, however, the bride, or fiancé, I guess, since she wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toed sandals for pretty much their entire relationship, so he was definitely not to be trusted. Rude!
Who's
Having-
personally attacked by Spirit?
Having decided on such a lovely natural setting for the ceremony, the fiancé decided that she would create unique floral arrangements from the local wildflowers that surrounded the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off into the woods. Each day, she spent hours mapping out where the best blooms could be found and prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding so that they'd be at the height of their freshness and beauty. Enamored with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods she surveyed, the bride, the fiancé, since they had not yet been married, became obsessed with knowing just how many there were so that she could choose the absolute best. When the fateful morning of her big day finally came, the fiancé told her husband-to-be that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off into the woods to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting only the best stems and collecting them in a basket. However, when she came upon a once familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow, it was more beautiful now than it had ever been, and just on the edge of her view was a new bush filled with blossoms so vibrant and colorful she became dizzy just looking at them. But the fiancé ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower, and every time she did, she noticed just further ahead, impossibly, even more beautiful blossoms. Carried by the sweet fragrance of spring air, the bride, or fiancé, crept further and further into the woods until she turned a corner, stepped over a mossy fallen tree trunk, and realized she had been here before. But this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least not how she remembered it. The flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems into festering, moldy piles on the floor. Where bees had been, now only flies buzzed. Where the scene of flowers had once intoxicated her, the odor of mildew now made her sick. She turned and looked back, but the path was dark. Into a shadowy glen she walked, and walked, and walked. That day, as guests gathered at the farmhouse, the fiancé was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, her family, and love began to look for her, but to no avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, and into the forest, but there were no beautiful wildflowers or young lovers to be seen. Just old dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wandering, looking for fresher blooms to clip, but never finding them. Distracted by a never-ending search for perfection, unable to see that you are loved for who you are, out there, all alone. I thought it was beautiful and sad. Just like someone we know. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up.
When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more of a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator.
You better not cliffhanger this game.
I'm going to be so mad.
Tell me, Datey, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't
answer that. We don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening.
God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment. I just did that in her voice. Didn't I? We've been doing voices for almost 3 hours.
Yeah, who knows what's happening anymore? Not us. Dwight, I'm going to need you to shut your yap trap. You know that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen.
Okay. You have a fun night tonight, and try not to wink, wink, end up dead. Why did you say the words wink, wink out loud? And what kind of double entendre are you getting at with end up dead?
No double entendre there. Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right?
Well, except for Spirit, she doesn't really belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear somebody trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes?
Please, enough talk of burns. Things that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could? Just you and me. On those spindly legs, you'd probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded Datey is after, They should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power.
We have
True.
seen those legs.
Yeah. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice, and it's completely logical.
Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. She fucking rules.
She does.
It's like
Forgive us, Spirit.
Right? It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Are you joking, Trapper? She's like perfect. Does it really turn anyone else on or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you. For the moment.
If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us and maybe we could all move along with our lives, or some like special projects we might have going on.
You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time on Murderer's Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either, but with this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, that guy. Okay.
Spirit. Yeah.
Spirit? Oh, you picked me. Yay. Sorry, that was rude of me. I despise phoniness, so I should be honest with you. You make for interesting company, and I love the idea of winning over these other killers at all costs, even when I hate the game and the prize. But I had a long day. Floating, subverting expectations, grinding my teeth as I imagine sweet, sweet revenge. It takes a lot out of me. So don't stop bringing your A game, all right? It might seem like I hate everything, and getting to really know who I am is an impossible task not worth trying. But what? And getting to really know who I am is an impossible task not worth trying. But too bad.
It seems like that.
Oh, got it. It might. I got it. You won't know unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything you've got. Or just say the exact right thing at the right time and melt my cold heart in an instant. I don't know the rules here any better than you do. See you at the bar, I guess. So you're saying there's a chance. You arrive at the bar to find Dwight and Claudette both holding cocktail shakers surrounded by a bevy of bottles for assorted boozes. Who's ready?
To get wasted.
Well, I don't drink, so not me. You really don't drink ever? Is that like because it will just fall out of a hole in your stomach thing? Or?
Seems like an insensitive question.
I don't drink. I know, right? I don't drink alcohol because alcohol is poison to the body and the mind, and I don't need to act like a fool to have a good time thing.
We respect sober people.
Yeah. I just think I read that weird. Anyway. Then why did you choose a mixology lesson as your romantic nighttime activity?
Everyone knows this kind of date is just an excuse to get loaded up on booze and make terrible decisions.
It's true. Not a single person has ever learned anything at one of these things.
Dwight, now that's not true. You learned how to tie a cherry knot in a stem using only your tongue.
Okay, Dwight.
All right, Dwight.
Whoa. Who ordered the soda with a splash of my private business? Because that's off menu. Well, I know what I'm drinking to forget tonight. Mixology is a real thing, and it doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. I'll have you know that I worked at a restaurant before I was violently executed.
By your father.
On whom you will have bloody vengeance, right. Well, so be it.
How about you, Datey? Do you drink? I feel like we should stay sober, because booze it up makes me feel like we'll get wasted.
I think so too, yeah. I've got the impression that tonight will be a night I want to remember perfectly, so I'm going to pass on the alcoholic drinks. Here. Alcohol is a false escape. Besides, it's not like sober people can't have fun. True. You watch as Spirit picks up a plump cherry and roughly stabs a little plastic sword through it. Cherry juice splatters everywhere, and its little fruity guts flop out onto Spirit's lap. Oopsie. One of the upsides of wearing black, it hardly shows stains. No takesies, no take backsies. So, lovebirds, what drink shall we make?
Dark and stormy.
What's a dark and stormy?
Fuck if I know, but it feels like something she'd be into.
I'm down. How about a dark and stormy drink for my dark and stormy date? Okay, that one is cute. We got one!
We can flirt sometimes.
Ooh. Please allow us to demonstrate how a dark and stormy is made. This better not be a fucking game.
First, rum, or in this case, rum extract and a bit of apple juice, is poured over ice.
And then fresh ginger beer is added in.
Garnish with a lime wheel.
And drink. The end.
Do you think you're up for the challenge of replicating this recipe, Datey? Minigame.
Replicating rum substitute and ginger beer over ice. Don't forget the lime wheel. Rum substitute, ginger beer over ice with a lime wheel.
Not sure I appreciated your tone, but yes, you got it. You're a natural, a sassy natural. You and Dwight might have more in common then.
Don't you dare. Spirit seems to be in a lovely mood as she sips her dark and stormy. She's not even rolling her eyes at your petty behavior. On cue, a literal dark storm begins to make its way in from the ocean. You taste your own dark and stormy as you watch the clouds approach. It's quite refreshing. Isn't this fun? Honestly, it's the most drama-free fun I've had since I got here. And since you picked a simple but delicious drink, we've got plenty of time left to relax. Want to make out a little? Woo!
Yes.
You breathe in a sip of your... Okay, that one's actually just a typo. You breathe in a sip of your drink and immediately begin coughing. Before you can get a yes out, lightning strikes a palm tree on the beach and it immediately starts a fire. The activity ends abruptly as Claudette and Dwight usher the two of you away from the bar. Damn. But
Does
she
lightning
asked...
strike when she gets a little too horny or something?
Ooh, maybe. The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was? Oi, feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Tag yourself. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream date and see who Datey chooses. Who's ready for round robin? This is our game. I know, right? No need to pitch. Everybody go home.
Yeah, we already know. How round are we talking?
No, not to eat, Huntress.
Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you all about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow.
Whew, if there's actually a tomorrow.
I know. It's like getting really late. We could always pick this back up.
Yeah, we could always
time.
finish it in a video or something. If there is actually a tomorrow, I feel like that has to be our ending point.
Yeah.
Each killer gets... Oh, wait. You might have just said that. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter? Huntress, why don't you go first? I'm afraid what would happen if you had to contain your energy any longer.
Stop talking. Great. Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning a nice trip, a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper. Won't even know it's gone.
What was that?
Nothing. Go away. Then, boy, oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure.
What kind of treasure are we looking for?
Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's... What do we think that's primo? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's primo stuff. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing because it's clear already that you're going to pick me. Confident, mysterious. I like it. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable, not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event and also the larger meta-narrative of Dead by Daylight dating experience?
Sometimes you just gotta say it. Why, yes, thank you. I'd love to. So, Datey, you're thinking of picking me? Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished. And rewarded? Tomorrow will suck. Probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with. I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. If not, you're a maggot. Also, everyone, even confident sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht. Sorry, anyway, Rave?
Well, I don't know. I'd really just prefer to tell Datey privately.
I don't really know how that's gonna work with these game mechanics.
What if you just whispered it to Datey?
Wraith considers this for a long moment. Too long.
That's fine.
Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper.
Tomorrow we have to find my bell. And then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. It's going to be really special. The kind of thing where we really bond. And maybe finally get off this island.
Wraith keeps tempting us with ways to get off the island.
Yeah. And maybe then we can go on a real date.
You done? Is that it? Wraith nods, proud. Hit us, Spirit.
Figuratively. Damn it, Dwight. You gotta watch your words with these people.
Tomorrow, you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. That's it? If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw crayon art with Trapper, dig up whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day.
Do you want to at least specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of?
All of them. Okay then, so hydrate tonight if you intend to hang with Spirit.
And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you'll need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning.
Now go dream about all those swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make a choice come dawn.
Have a swell night.
Did you two forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do.
No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of a psychological break.
And giving them a little push.
Damn. Get 'em, reality TV.
Right? Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time and I'm just now finding out about it? Come on, the signs were there. You just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderer's Island.
It's now time to eliminate one of the killers.
Ooh, it's like a butchering, but it hurts even worse.
You can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart? Do you dare even try?
You mean... That's right. Tomorrow, one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why?
Because it's dramatic?
Because it's surprising?
Because it's a classic reversal of fate?
And it will hurt someone's feelings. Someone dangerous. What's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats, and I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. Eek, if he got rid of Wraith, he might cry. And although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress, she might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath are you eliminating?
Well, I feel like based on those things, Wraith isn't going to kill us.
I don't think Wraith is going to kill us. I feel like one of the other two is very likely to kill us.
Yeah. So my vote would be Wraith.
To eliminate? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Wraith. I kind of started to like you a little bit, although, some weird moments.
Yeah.
Look, I'm here and I'm horny, and I'm not really getting positive reinforcement from you, Wraithy Poo. Please don't take this personally. It's just my opinion of you and who you are and what you're about deep down as a person and how I don't like it. Do you think we're like this rough with everyone else? Because I feel like twice now we've been kind of a dick to Wraith.
I don't know.
Like, give me something, a kiss, a wink, hold my hand, finish telling me about all this mysterious stuff you're obsessed with. Or better yet, don't. Wraith rises taller than you've ever seen him and calmly walks to the exit. Oh shit, didn't say anything. Before he leaves, he turns to you.
Oh no. I feel bad. When you came here, I thought perhaps you would be different. I don't know how my last bit of hope in humanity hadn't been snuffed out, but it wasn't. It is now. You're just like the rest of them. There's no hope of goodness here.
Damn.
The only thing I can do is try to escape. Or burn everything and everyone to the ground.
He leaves. Pretty badass exit. Was not expecting that. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye.
In more ways than one. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind.
Because, of course, they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not go home with Datey when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again.
That's right. We're sending our eliminated player home with...
Their own mostly new Trickster body pillow.
Mostly new.
The next best thing to the real Trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right, it's Dwight tested.
Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Datey. You're my hero for what you've accomplished.
How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by.
How can you sleep tonight, knowing what you'll do tomorrow?
I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule, schedule, schedule. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. Do we do these?
I feel like it would be okay if we started back up with this.
With the confessionals? Because it'll be kind of
Yeah.
like a recap.
Exactly.
Cool. Oh, man. I was really hoping we'd be able to do the whole thing in one go. I thought
Me
3
too.
hours would be enough time.
Yeah, the game is longer than I thought it would be.
Me too. It probably doesn't help that we're like actually
Reading out loud.
everything out loud. Yeah.
Takes
but
longer.
I'm glad we are because it's fun.
Yeah.
And this was fun. I like this so far. Unintentional cliffhanger here. Hopefully you're on the edge of your seats.
Yeah.
I do think, for anyone who's here, obviously you saw this. But I do think this will probably end up on our YouTube channel. And then
It will.
I'm guessing, whether we actually do a stream again or not, the conclusion will also end up on our YouTube channel. So find out if we do, in fact, end up winning Spirit back over, or if we even stay alive long enough to do that.
True.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. I can see that some of you were probably here the whole time. So
Yeah.
thank you so
Truly
much.
amazing.
Really
Thank
awesome.
you.
Oh, hey, Cosmic. I didn't see you earlier in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. Well, I was going to say, if this is people's first time seeing us here, but it literally is everyone's first time seeing the both of us here. We did this because we have a podcast called Novel Gaming where we talk about video games on a regular basis. Also books, but in this case, video games. So check that out. And at some point, we will conclude the story.
Yeah. Yeah.
See-
Truly thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
It was fun to
That was
be on
awesome.
here with y'all.
See you next time.
Bye.